Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Giesta Ayunda Sekar. I'm from TIM 42 INT, and now I want to continue my explanations about industrial statistics final exam. So now I want to explain about number 2. So in number 2, they ask, do heavier cars really use more gasoline? No. And suppose a car is chosen at random. Let X be the weight of the car in hundreds of pounds and let Y be the miles per gallon or mpg. And these are the following informations that based on the data taken from the consumer report. So X is in hundreds of pounds and Y is in miles per gallon. So in number 2, they ask these questions. So yeah, let's start from A. So in A, we need to make a scatter diagram from making a y-axis and an x-axis. For x-axis is, as we can see from the data, is 27, 44, 32, 47, and so on. And then y-axis is 13, 19, 24, 13, and so on. And then here are the numbers for x-axis and y-axis. And then we need to connect each of the number for each axis. So first, from x-axis, example, we have 27 and 30. So in x-axis is 27 and from y-axis is 30. So here are the dots and or the points and so on until all of this point. And then after making the scatter diagram, so for me, we need to calculate the sample correlations coefficient between x and y. Or in other hand, they ask about R. R is the sum of x minus x bar times y minus y bar over the sum of xxx or x minus x bar square times y minus y square or the x syy. So this is the calculations and we get minus 0.946. So because we got a negative in here, it shows that the value of the coefficient correlation is negative and tells that the relation between x and y characteristic is negative. And then jump into C. On C, we need to calculate the least square estimate for estimated intercept A and the slope or B. So first we need to calculate B and then we need to calculate A. For B, the formula is in here is the sum of x minus x bar times y minus y bar over the sum of sxx. So here is the answer, and then A is sum of y over n minus r times sigma x over n, and here are the answer. And then next, they ask about would the null hypothesis that there is no effect of x and y be rejected at 5% level significance. So here we need to calculate x, xyy, sxy, ssp, ssr, sse like we have done before on this slide. And in here S is equal root square of SSE over n minus 2. Or we can say that root square of 30 over 8, the n minus 2. So here are the answer. And SB is S over root square SXX. And here are the answer 0.083. So first, we need to know the S0, so B equals 0, or we can say that there is no relations between X and Y, and then 2 is H1. We need to know the H1, so B is not equal 0, so H1 is need to membantah si H0, and then H1, so there is, because H0 is no correlation, so H1 is there's a relations between X and Y. And then T is B minus B0 over SB. So 0.084 minus 0, SB is 0.47 and we get minus 7.17. And then next we need to know the level of significance or in this table. So alpha over 2 or alpha is 0.05 over 2 is 0.025 and V is n minus 2 and v is n minus 2, so 8 minus 2 is 6. And then we can know that the formula is 0.025.6. This is the critical area in T table. So in T table is 0.25, 0.025 and 6. So we got 2.447. So for the conclusion, we can know that we can reject the I0 because value of T-hitung larger than T-table. T-hitung is minus 7.17, T-table is 2.447. So the T-hitung is larger than the T-table. And because of that, there is a relation between X and Y. And that will be reject the level of significance of 5%. And on E, they ask about what proportion of the Y variability is explained by a fitted regression line. So we can use this formula Y equal A plus BX. A is 43.326 and plus B minus 0.6007 times X 299. 299 is the 299 is from this table. And then we can get y equal minus 136.2833. I think that's all for number 2. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.